everybody, this is N.M.P.D here, and today I just had 3 cups of coffee, so let's get into it. This video might be a double upload, depending if I can get it done on time today. I can't guarantee it, but I'll try my best this time. So, this video, I'm basically going to be talking about what I'm planning to do for the future on this channel. Before I do that, I want to give a recap on what I usually do for content. The types of content I usually do on my channel are usually Let's Plays and commentaries and Gmod films. And Halo extended songs, specifically Halo. Maybe there are some exceptions, but it's mostly Halo. So for Let's Play content, I pretty much make whatever I want, but back then, somewhere in I guess 2015, I used to make Killing Floor 2 content all the time because, honestly, Killing Floor 2 used to be my favorite game at one point, until, in short, they pretty much made the Krabby Patty secret formula repetitive, and the game got very boring for me. And I tried to give them so many chances to try to fix their shit, and it's just too little too late now. And since they've started doing the DLC weapons, I've kind of supported it at first, and then over time when they started doing the second season along with the updates being so goddamn repetitive, I just stopped playing it entirely. I stopped mentioning it, and the last video I've even referred to that game was the Unboxing Saga, which, fortunately, my last one at that, because, let me tell you, it was a series that I have a hate and love relationship with. Very depressing at that. I don't know if I can really talk about it without even having some tears into my eyes, because I'm telling you, behind the scenes with that stuff is pretty heavy. And I'd rather not right now. I'd rather not. Ever since their game started to get repetitive and worse by just adding more DLC weapons, I just stopped supporting it entirely. I've never even considered installing the game since. Like I did with every other YouTuber with content that just doesn't work anymore. They move on from it, and I've been doing other things since, and I don't regret it. And not to mention too, ever since they made the items non-duplicate in the crates, the stonks have really gone down low. Like lower than my goddamn pants going down to the goddamn ground. I've spent quite a bit of money on that game, and I didn't do it to flex or to show off or anything like that. I did it because it was my fucking hobby. What more do you want me to say about that? I've never really claimed to be rich either, so you can immediately stop with that shit. I did it because I actually have fun with the game. What more do you want me to say about that? And not to mention as well, while I'm on the topic, this game was the most hours played out of all my games. It's #1 on my most hours played, even Garry's Mod itself. That's how much I really showed the passion for the game. And for it to be the way that it is now, I just can't. And now I'm gonna move on to Gmod content. Gmod content is one of the things that I've mainly done throughout the beginning, and I'm still gonna continue on doing it. I've never claimed that I'm gonna quit. I ain't no quitter when it comes to doing Gmod. I'm still trying to finish off the Remastered series through Season 1, and I finally got through the progress of the whole Gmod animation stuff through the upcoming episode. All I need to do now is the voice act and edit it afterwards. But the thing is, I just don't have the proper time, nor do I have much of the vocal cords right now to do specific characters' impressions. So it's definitely going to take a while than I thought, not to mention finding specific sound effects and, the editing, since I've made it better than the original or the older episode, whatever you call it. Another thing about that, when I first started doing it, for some reason, I checked my analytics, and a couple people unsubscribed to me because I made a return over something that I've enjoyed doing. Sounds like to me, they prefer me to make content that I don't like rather than making content that I enjoy. Good to know. Good to know that there are some people who care about the creator's content more than the creator himself. That's good to know. I don't need you here. Get out. It's that simple. And now for Halo extended songs. The only perfectly looped versions that I've ended up creating are only 2, and those videos are only 2 years old at this point. Yeah, I honestly don't really see myself continuing on doing more extended songs because of the bullshit past that I had to end up dealing with the false claims. Obviously, I know it's not my music and everything, but Mario Donald once said in his interview with Actman that he said that his tracks are completely free to use, and he doesn't mind at all. So I don't really see much of the issue here, and it's pretty clear that those know-it-all corporations were just doing that to be corruptive assholes and trying to take advantage to the copyright claiming system. And all it took for them to shut that shit up was me and a bunch of other creators calling them out by any means necessary. And YouTube finally listened and actually done something to stop it, for once. And lastly, for what I do is commentaries, kind of like this right now. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. New Mombasa, why is it that most of your commentaries are negative? You don't say. Well, let me explain. The reason why most of them are negative, not all of them, but most, I should say, or maybe half, I don't know, but most of them, at least recently, have been negative because, well, I gotta relieve my stress somehow, and, you know, that's one of the methods. It does help, it relieves my stress, it helps me vent out on certain things that needs to be said, and, overall, it helps me to keep my sanity in check. It helps me not to lose my shit and start a rampage. It's definitely one of the methods to keep my cool. I'm not gonna explain what other methods I use to control my anger, or aggression, if you will. Moving on from that though, my plans of this year will kinda not change. The thing that will change is that I want to try to make my content a wee bit positive this time. Usually positive content, nobody cares. Negative content, though, there is a chance that it may have arisen. But then again, there is a saying that not all attention is good attention. But I'm on to a point, a breaking point, where I don't care anymore. So I'm going to try to post as much content as I can on a daily basis, but at the same time, I can't promise anything. I can't promise to upload, like, literally one video every day. Or two. That also depends on what type of video it is and if I'm really gonna go hardcore on the editing. That's also another thing about it. So, for 2023, or maybe starting now, I guess, I'm gonna try to upload as daily as possible. That's what I'm gonna do. And while I do that, I will also focus on content that may take a while as well, like Gmod for an example. And I'm not gonna stop mentioning it until people notice the goddamn series, goddammit. So yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to make this short bit of update and, you know, this kind of a bit of a recap of what I do here and there, if you will. So if you do enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, and subscribe for more, and see you guys next time.